Hello, and thank you for watching this regional forecast for the Canadian Prairie. I'm Andrew Pritchard, Senior Meteorologist with Nutrien Ag Solutions. Temperatures across the prairie generally in the low to mid-teens. You got some upper teens to near 20 degrees as you head off toward Edmonton and then across southern portions of Manitoba. So take a look at the satellite picture here, a beautiful view of the prairie once the sun comes up there, a very exposed view of the prairie, and that's because we've got a building ridge of high pressure across the region that's going to be bringing sunny skies, quiet weather, and warm temperatures over the next 48 hours or so. As I go ahead and flip it over, look at the radar, we don't have any clouds. We're not talking about any rain across the prairie, and it is going to be the case for the next 48 hours or so until we get to the weekend. We'll see a system move in from west to east, bringing a renewed chance for showers and storms and an end to the heat. As it is, though, we've got heat warnings across central and southern Alberta, northeastward into central and northern portions of Saskatchewan. Those last over the next 48 hours. Again, the heat breaks on Friday as this next storm system makes its way into the region. So we look at the upper level pattern, getting started now, a big trough across the Pacific that has forced a ridge now across portions of the prairie, and that's allowed some of that warmer air to sneak in here, again, to cross portions of Alberta, northeastward into northern portions of Saskatchewan. Now, as we put this into motion, you'll see that trough begin to swing eastward into the prairie as we get into the late part of the week. That's going to, again, bring a renewed chance for showers and storms to the prairie, and that'll also kick the heat off to the east as well, resetting things back to around more seasonal, if not a little bit cooler than average temperatures across the prairie. So let's look at those temperatures, those temperature anomalies as we head through the next 4 to 5 days. Again, the warmth right now in a corridor from southern British Columbia into northern portions of Saskatchewan and Manitoba. Some cooler air kind of lingering across portions of southern Saskatchewan into southern Manitoba, and then heading off into portions of the Midwest of the U.S. We'll take those drawings off, though, and then put this into motion heading into the middle part of the week. We'll start to get that trough digging in from the west, and that is going to end the heat, breaking the heat from west to east as we head into the weekend. So it's just a couple days here with the excessive heat, and then we'll bring a push of cooler air in across the prairie, and again, being accompanied by some showers and storms. So high temperatures today. In the low 30s across southern Alberta, upper 20s as you head into central portions of Alberta and central and northern Saskatchewan. As we head into tomorrow, the heat peaks. So tomorrow afternoon, the hottest day of the week, temperatures in the low 30s, mid 30s at times across portions of the southern border there of Alberta and Saskatchewan, and then potentially northward into northern portions of those provinces as well. High temperatures on Friday, though, they begin to cool off, low 20s to teens at times across portions of Alberta on Friday afternoon, and then the cooler air pushes across the rest of the prairie here as we get into Saturday and Sunday, bringing things at least back down to seasonal levels, if not a little bit cooler as you head off to the north and to the west. So let's take a look at the jet stream wind flow at 500 millibars. Again, a ridge across the prairie right now, so weak flow. We're bringing an end to the precipitation, or a pause in the precipitation across the prairie over the next couple of days. But as this next trough starts to swing in, those very strong jet stream winds accompanying this next wave as we get into Friday, that's going to be in advance of another push of warm and humid air. So that's going to set the stage for what could be a rather active, severe weather day across parts of the prairie, bringing an abrupt end to the quiet and warm period. So let's look at the forecast, precipitation, and cloud cover from our NAM model, the North American model. Quiet as we head through the day. Today, lots of sunshine, clear skies as we head into the overnight. Another sunny morning tomorrow, and then sunny skies from much of the prairie heading through the entire day tomorrow. As we get into tomorrow night, we could start to see scattered storms breaking out across portions of far western Alberta, perhaps as early as tomorrow evening in the Calgary area, southward into southern portions of Alberta. So we'll have to be on the lookout for maybe a couple hail-producing storms late in the day, Thursday into Thursday night across central and southern portions of Alberta. But then it's as we head into Friday. This is the day I'm more concerned about a more robust severe weather threat across generally portions of central and southern Manitoba, but perhaps westward into portions of Saskatchewan as well. We'll have to watch the timing on that. Luckily, we'll get to talk again before then on Friday morning. I'll be able to give a detailed update if this severe weather threat is still going to exist. Let's step back, expand the view, and take it a little bit further here as we head into the weekend. Let's bring it back to today, Wednesday. Again, quiet as we head into Thursday. It's as we get into late in the day Thursday night. Look for the first round of showers and storms to erupt here across some of the higher terrains of Alberta, and then moving on across maybe the Calgary and Edmonton area as we get into Thursday night and Friday morning. And then Friday, that'll set the stage for another active day with showers and storms possible across the entire prairie, but a potentially heightened risk for severe storms across the red shaded area there as we get into Friday afternoon and evening. We'll take the drawings off. This storm system continues to push from west to east as we get into the weekend. We should see another pause in the rain activity as we get into Saturday, and then question marks as far as when that next wave swings in behind that. So we'll leave that for discussions as we get into next week. But it's that late Thursday into Friday storm system that's really going to be the active weather maker as far as precipitation goes across the region. As we talk about total precipitation between now and the end of the weekend, so just the next 5 days, we're looking at the probability of half an inch of rainfall, or 12.5 millimeters, and where you see the orange to red shading, that's where you've got the highest probabilities. And that kind of looks like maybe the Calgary area northeastward into central and northern portions of Saskatchewan, and then where we find that kind of higher thunderstorm threat and potentially higher severe weather threat across southern portions of Manitoba. Friday into maybe early Saturday morning. So southern Alberta getting into central and southern Saskatchewan going to be on the dry side as we talk about the next 5 days. Look at your high temperatures over the next several days. Calgary, again, very warm, near 30 degrees Wednesday and Thursday, dropping all the way down to 20 on Friday, so an abrupt end to the heat after the next 48 hours. Same story in Edmonton, all the way down to 18 on Friday for the high temperature. That will feel drastically different. Saskatoon, a high of 32 on Thursday afternoon, 26 on Friday with the cool front moving through. Regina, a little bit more subtle there with the fall, 29 on Thursday, down to 23 by the time we get to the end of the weekend. And then Winnipeg, you're actually warming up there. And then, again, eyes to Friday, we'll have to talk about a potential severe weather threat across southern portions of Manitoba. Very warm, very humid, very unstable, with that powerful wave moving in Friday afternoon and evening. Along with that cold front, we'll have to watch for the stage being set for an active severe weather day.